Uh, okay. Well, I didn't want that particular client. Let me just, I'll put one up. I'll pull up my actual. Okay, now if we go into any client, and actually using myself here, and I go into case notes, and a case note is generated.
I'm
Case
not
note.
seeing your screen, Mike.
Oh, okay. Let me go back. All right, let's see what are you seeing it now?
There we go. Yes, sir. Sure are.
Okay, I've actually pulled my client ID up, although I don't have any case notes, but let's say, for instance, that I or another case manager was putting in a case note and regarding move out or whatever the case may be. And then it's a other type here. And then it says down here, if a supervisor or a review is to be had. For instance, if I belong to Matt and he was my case manager, but I'm writing a case note on one of his clients and I wanted Matt to go down here and review it. And then I clicked on his name to review it. Doing a check. All right, and then I saved it. Where would Mr. Reed go to review this particular case note?
I believe
For his review.
Matt is notified of the review, and then he goes in and reviews the case note. Wally, you want to answer that one for me?
I was never notified.
Okay.
And we've actually had the scenario where that's been done, but the case managers are not being notified of the review.
Right, Charles, I was never notified, nor could I even find it anywhere. Once he told me and we actually went looking for it, I still couldn't find it.
Okay.
Is this something that you guys were using before?
Say that again, Will?
Is this something that you guys were using before?
I'm not sure if we were necessarily using it before.
I'm just
Matt,
wondering if it's something that is missing or functionality that's being worked on that we inadvertently gave access to part of it too soon. Because I am not sure about that. I've been working in the system for a while and I don't know that I've ever had a supervisor review on the case note.
Yeah, I know in the 8 years that I've been using Client Track, I've never used it. So if you want to, Michael, go ahead and put in a ticket for that.
I bet the email addresses haven't been updated.
It may not be. Well, if it's sending an email, it should be. Yeah, you're right, Terry. Some of the emails in Client Track might not be up to date, but the emails are what they're using for their username. So
and you would think it would show up somewhere in Client Track as well.
it would. It should be. My first guess is it would be using your email to send you some kind of notification. Like I said, I've never used it. This is the first that's been brought up, which is more than fine. Michael, if you want to go ahead and put in that ticket, I will bump it up to Wally because that is definitely going to be an engineering thing because it is going to be code behind the scenes, I'm sure.
Yeah, because if you look at my dashboard, you know, over to the top right corner, there's the little bell for notifications. So I would think it would pop up there. But then also, say if I go into one of my clients' dashboards, there's the little bell there for client notifications.
Yep.
I think it would show up in both of those places. And it's
Yes, sir. And your assumption, to my knowledge, would be logically correct. Anyway, let's get a ticket in on it. I'll bump it up to Wally and we'll get the engineers on it.
Thank you, Ben.
All right. Any other questions or any other announcements that any agencies need to make?
I do have one other one, kind of silly, but if I'm in contract, usually there was a log out. And for the life of me, I cannot find it, so I just have to let it time out or either X out.
Okay, let me get into client chat
Yeah,
real quick and I'll share my screen because I still have to answer Liz's question as well.
Matt, don't worry. I'm not even going to tell you how many days it took me to find the little help button.
Yeah, I did find that pretty quickly, but I cannot find the log out button anywhere.
Actually, that one's actually a pretty simple one. On the top right, where you see your initials,
Yep.
it'll pop open a little white screen, and all the way at the bottom, you might need to scroll down even. All the way at the
Right.
bottom, it says sign out.
And I'm fixing to share my screen and show
Oh,
them
perfect.
that. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Wait, no, I see you.
whoop, you see me. How about now?
Yes.
Okay, so there's your initials up there in the top right. You click on your initials and you don't see it, but if you have to scroll down, there's the sign out right there. Right there on the bottom of the list. Do you see it?
Yes, thank you.
All
You
right.
got that, Matt?
I've got it. I feel so smart now.
Okay, Liz, for your question, let me come over to the clients here real quick. I believe, no, I need to get rid of her, bless her heart. All right, so Liz, if you want to see a member's family or a member's family, client's family, this little square right here where it says expand beside the client's basic info here, if you'll expand that down, that's where you see your family members. Are you still there?
An additional
Liz?
note to that, when you click on the client, you then have to click on the little button on the top right to bring it back down.
Yes. Then Wally's talking about this little button over here where it says collapse.
So when I go there, I can click on the family member and open up their page then?
Yes, ma'am, sure can.
Thank you.
And Matt and Michael, this is where I
Yes, sir.
believe your notification should be going on that supervisor review. I could be wrong because like I said, I've never used that function. But I will look into it. So you guys make sure you get that ticket in, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Continue to submit the ticket, but just so you know, I already sent out a question to the team.
Okay, great. That's good stuff, Wally. Thank you. All right, anything else for today?
You did a great job, Charles.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
thank you, Charles.
this is my first time, so I was gonna say bear with me at the front of the meeting. I was like, well, if I do that, then everybody's gonna know that I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now.
You did great.
You played it off well.
It'll get better as I do this more, I promise. Yeah. Plus the fact that my very dear employer just let me know yesterday that I was doing the meeting, so I didn't have very much time to prepare. So, anyway, I hope you all have a very wonderful evening, very wonderful weekend and Halloween. And I look to see you guys on the 7th of December.
Thank you,
Right.
Charles.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye, guys.
Charles. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.